ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach, put me in the game. More than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no.
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today we got a Week 8 matchup on tap between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Arizona Cardinals. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
A good run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. They'll run again with Hunt. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. This defense for the Steelers, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
From the gun on third down, Murray. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for Troy. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 39-yard line. And now Murray's going to set up the throw. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be second down. The Cardinals at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
To throw again on second down. Murray flushed out right. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for the Steeler touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, heal up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And he goes out right around the 39. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Murray off play action. And the Steeler pressured too much here. He's going down. Carl Joseph came roaring in on the safety blitz. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Shakes off the set, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their 38. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Pickett. And it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Can't get away, and he's taken down. It's Zaven Collins who got in there to get the sack. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Nice little nifty play for them there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody covered. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Throwing on first down is Murray. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing now is Murray. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And this kick will be touched down as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here...
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Pickett. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Pickett now on first down. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Pickett now from the gun here. And he'll just get rid of him.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. They'll try for the first with Walker. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Going for it on 4th down. Here's Pickett. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he is going to have the Steelers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. Off play action. Pickett. He rifles one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it. And
Murray fighting, lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line.
that feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah. How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out. Walker. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Pickett going to bootleg it. They'll roll him out right. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. It'll wind up going as a sack and a loss of 2. And now the task gets more difficult here on 3rd and goal. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try and run Walker. And he'll get this awfully close to a 1st down. Boy, that's going to be a razor-thin measurement, but I don't think he got there. A gain of 7 might change the thought process here as they have some options on 4th and goal. Now Pickett on 4th down. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Kenneth Walker with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make the score 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now Murray throwing on second down. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
To throw again on second down. Pickett.
That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And Walker has it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime.
Here's Walker.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. So backed up to the 6 now. 3rd and goal. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal.
So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try.
Boswell's kick is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, More than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Looking to throw again on second down. Murray trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just to get by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for him because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And this one is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for second and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it third and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Myers' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter from the 6. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. He completes this to Walker. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Pickett to throw on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they're going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half. And now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. There he goes left side. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Come on.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray going deep for Hopkins. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
1st and 10, here's Pickett. Throw out wide to Walker. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
To the right side, this is Walker. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. In the 1st half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Pickett back to throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 33. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another 1st down there.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
On 2nd and 11 now. Pickett. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Buda Baker, the safety. He gets in from the secondary for the sack.
Safety blitz, such a fun play call to witness when it works. And the deep man can get home for a sack. Great timing by him. Interception earlier in this contest. Now a sack. He's definitely campaigning for Player of the Week honors, isn't he, partner?
Third and long for Pickett. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No 1st down. So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Murray has it knocked loose, fumble.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Murray now to throw. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Now Murray's got to have this one. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead. And it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances. And that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona 1st.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. T.J. Watt in on the tackle. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say, those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. Got a man. It's McBride complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here with 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Murray to air it out again. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Murray. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
Into the end zone. Extra point up and through on Myers. And the lead is down to 24. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, We're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
And he is going to be stopped up at the line of scrimmage. And we'll have a stoppage as well as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, here's Walker. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play action. Now it's Murray. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. And they take a knee. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for Pittsburgh, the victory moves them to 7-1 on the year.
And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.